Growing up in China as a kid, I was surrounded by strong female figures in my family: my mom, my aunt, and my grandma. They could easily fit the description of a feminist: successful, independent, and head of the household. While women in China have made great strides towards equality, they still face discrimination in the workplace, politics, and at home. That's fueled a wave of feminist activism, being led by a new generation fighting for women's rights. I'm on my way to meet a Chinese feminist studying in Australia to find out what it's like to be a feminist in modern China. 你好，郭嘉，很高兴认识你，这边请吧。
就是我上大学的时候，也是在为一个学生报纸工作嘛，一个学生媒体。当时在我们学校的 BBS 上有一个男生说，在图书馆有些女生穿得很暴露，影响他学习。对，然后我们当时讨论就觉得这个是应该写一篇评论。然后那是我第一次就是用女权主义者这个身份。
那你觉得在中西方的这个校园里边的你所看到的女权有什么不一样，或者是有什么相同的地方吗？在
中国校园，我们很难说去搞一个抗议活动，然后去表达自己的愤怒。社交媒体是一个非常重要的平台。在大陆的话，不管是微博还是豆瓣，然后每天都会有很多这样的话题，然后大家在很积极的参与讨论，甚至会有很大的争论。
Feminist movements in China have a long history. And since the early 1900s, women's roles in society have changed drastically.
In the 1900s, you had a lot of women who were footbound, literally crippled, barely able to walk. They were bought and sold as chattels, like you'd be sold as a prostitute, you'd be sold as a wife.
The practice of foot binding fell out of fashion. Free choice marriages became increasingly common, and equal rights for men and women were constitutionally recognized.
So to get from there through to being able to vote, stand for election, fight in the military, attend school alongside your brothers, to really change Chinese society in hugely dramatic ways that have benefited millions and millions of people. It's been one of the world's most remarkable achievements.
But things have changed since China opened up to the West in the late 1970s. It has slowly slipped in global rankings for gender equality. Quotas for women in politics have been abolished, and sexism in the workplace and entertainment remains pervasive. China's top leadership body is still a boys' club, with no women in the Politburo Standing Committee.
The Communist Party was pretty keen to promote itself through promoting women, but at the same time, it was, hold up half the sky, but we're really the bosses.
Under President Xi Jinping, there's been a crackdown on feminist activism. Words like feminism and MeToo are considered sensitive and are subject to online censorship. Feminist social accounts on sites like Weibo have been shut down. And then there's more direct action. Women's rights activist Li Maizi was detained with 4 others on the eve of International Women's Day in 2015 for planning a protest against sexual harassment. She told me that although she was released after 37 days, she's struggled to organize protests since.
然后我本人的微博在我被抓7年之后已经被炸掉了，然后我就现在是一个被人污名为就是对国家有害，就这种。
Despite the crackdown, a slew of high-profile sexual harassment cases in recent years ignited what's been dubbed China's MeToo movement, led by everyday Chinese women.
中国 MeToo 的参与者是千万无名的女性，中国的 MeToo 的参与者里面没有明星。
And feminists in China say they will keep fighting.
我个人认为，女权的声音越来越大，越来越多人士关注，不管他认不认同，不管是他持什么样一个观点，我觉得从这个角度来讲，可以说我们这个运动已经在开展了。